the game flows through him. If he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Soldier Field.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. Down to the 10, and they will score. Pick 6 for the Bears, touchdown.
Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. Was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Myles Garrett collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, Did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll look to throw here. This one swung out to Williams. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play off.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. From the 21, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. He'll drop this down to Williams. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Here's Walker to start the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Hall of Famer, Too Tall Joe's there on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. 2nd and 6. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Bears touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 deep.
Yeah, quit, bitch.